Hello everyone. In continuation of the previous that lecture on that refrigeration and air conditioning systems. So as in the previous video lecture, we have seen that the vapor compression refrigeration cycle. Now we will study that vapor absorption refrigeration cycle here. Both the cycles main purpose is what? To remove the heat from the space to maintain lower temperature compared to the outside temperature is higher. So what has to do for this one? Evaporator is required, so nothing to worry here now. The evaporator is required here now. This is the the evaporator. This is called a evaporator here now. Evaporator, as I told in the previous video lecture, evaporator, the input to this evaporator is, input I will take here now, input to this evaporator is, it is the liquid refrigerant here now, liquid, and it will converts into a vapor that refrigerant here. This is purpose is same. The purpose is that is same as in the vapor compression cycle we have studied in the previous class here. The next one, the difference between this vapor absorption cycle and vapor compression cycle is, here in vapor absorption cycle there is no compressor. Very important. There is no compressor means there is no mechanical energy is required. There is no mechanical energy means there is no maintenance, leakage problems are very less. So there is no compressor means, as the thermodynamics law it is telling, unless and until that means what external work, we cannot remove the heat from the low temperature zone to the higher temperature zone here. But compressor is not there, then how it will work? External work we are supplying here also. We are supplying work also, but not work. It is in the form of heat. Heat, there in vapor compression cycle, work we have supplied in the form of compressor, but here we are supplying heat. Here. Heat, that heat is also produced in that chemical reaction only here now. Some chemical reactions are taking place in this vapor absorption cycle here now. But as you may know, in case of the thermodynamics, heat and work both are the form of energy. There in vapor compression cycle we are supplying the work, here we are supplying the heat here. So by supplying the heat we are removing the heat from the lower temperature zone to the higher temperature zone here now. How it will be achieved here now? How it will be achieved? Here the combination of refrigerants are used. How? For example, ammonia and water. Ammonia and water both are used as a combination refrigerant here. For example, ammonia, it will very easily absorbed by the water. As we know, there is a chemical affection and chemical reaction, and we can easily separate also. Very important thing here. It is easily absorbable also at a certain temperature, ammonia and water. And under that characteristic is what here now? They are easily separated at a certain temperature. At a high temperature, these will separate. Very important thing here. So likewise, we have to use the combination of the refrigerant. For example, that means what the combination of refrigerant here now, that is combination of refrigerant like ammonia plus water here. Ammonia plus water is there here. What is in this evaporator? What is in this evaporator here now? Liquid ammonia. Here, liquid ammonia is coming. Then it will absorb the heat, as it has a very low boiling point. Ammonia is also a refrigerant here now. Then it will becomes the vapor ammonia. This is vapor ammonia, HNS3. It is in the vapor form here now. Next, it will goes to another one important element in this cycle, that is called as the absorber. Here, what is this absorber here now? What this absorber is called here? To this absorber, we are supplying that means what, the water here. To this absorber, we are that water is that means what, that is coming here. When this water will absorb this ammonia, as I have told, at a certain temperature, that means water, the water will absorb that means ammonia here now. That is a chemical reaction, it is happening here. So then, now it is a very strong ammonia, vapor, very strong ammonia here now. That is very strong ammonia. Here also that means what, it is very strong ammonia, liquid. Strong means only ammonia. Highest main concentration is in that fluid is ammonia, means very strong here. Here also vapor, but it is a very strong. Then it will, when it will absorb by the water, it will becomes a very weak ammonia liquid. Here it will becomes a weak solution. What we call it is called as the weak vapor or a weak solution. That means what we call here like this here. So once it will becomes that means what, the weak solution here. This is the called as the weak solution. Why it is called solution? Now it is water is absorbed by the ammonia. That's why it is becomes the weak solution here. So after this weak solution, what we need here now? We need a strong liquid ammonia. So now what we have? Weak, that means what, solution here. What we have here now? Weak solution here now. So therefore, we need to convert this one into a strong liquid here. How? So next, it will goes to another one very important that element of this cycle is called as the generator. Sometimes this generator is also called as separator. Separator. What is this? What is this here? What is this here now? So this generator or separator, it is called as here now. What we will supply? We will supply a heat to this. Yes, this is the what I have told. Without any external energy, we cannot remove the heat from the low temperature zone. Here we are supplying the heat to the generator or a separator here now. What happens after supplying a certain heat to this here now? Because this is a weak solution, it is a combination of water and that means of mixture of water and that ammonia here now. At this certain temperature, so what happens here now? It will separate that means water, the ammonia and that water here. So once this is separating this ammonia and that means what, the water here now. So this solution will becomes that means what, the solution or this will becomes very that means what, strong that vapor here. Strong vapor it will becomes here. Now it is a vapor here. Now it is a vapor. So now this strong vapor means very concentrated ammonia here, but it is in the vapor form. So how to convert this vapor into the liquid? As we have studied in the vapor compression cycle, same here also. We are using that one condenser under one element here now. That is called as the condenser here. So condenser. In this condenser, what happens? Again, this vapor ammonia is converted into a liquid ammonia. So therefore, now we are having that means what, the liquid that ammonia here. So again, we have one throttle valve to maintain the energy here now, as we have studied in the vapor that compression cycle here now. So next one, from the absorber to the generator, this is very lengthy pipe. So we need a pump here now. So we need a pump to supply that means what here. So we need pumping action, we need, because it is very large. The space required for this vapor absorption cycle is very large. Systems, for the system, very large spaces are required here. Length of the tube is very large here. Very lengthy tubes are there. So therefore, the pumping action is required here in this case. So cycle completed. Yes. See this one now. The strong ammonia in liquid form absorb the heat, maintain this space at a lower temperature. Then strong, it will become a vapor. Then in absorber, water is supplied here now. After supplying that water, it will absorb that means of the ammonia. It will become a weak solution liquid. We need a pumping action. Pump is used. It will pump that means water, the weak solution, to the generator or separator. But we are supplying the heat here now. It will separate that means water, the ammonia. It will separate that means water, the ammonia, and that means water, the water here now. Then it will goes to that condenser to convert that strong ammonia vapor to the liquid, that means what, strong liquid ammonia. Yeah, strong liquid ammonia. Then it is passing through that throttle, that valve here, throttle valve, to maintain the energy in the circuit here. So therefore, so again it will be supplied. So therefore, this cycle will be that repeated for every second. That means continuously this cycle will be repeated to maintain a lower temperature in this zone. That means what here in this case. So some chemical reactions are taking place here, no? Especially here in absorber. After that absorbing, the heat will be released. Yes, that heat will be released in case of the absorber. This is a chemical reaction. You know that is exothermic reaction and endothermic reactions. In some certain chemical reactions, heat will be released here. Likewise, here also that heat will be released. Certain amount of that heat we can use here, not all. Certain amount of the heat we can use here in case of the separator here. So therefore, sometimes we are using that the heat exchanger here. Sometimes in the circuit we are using that on the other one element, heat exchanger, so that heat will be supplied, that means water which is generated by the chemical that reaction here. So main comparison between this vapor absorption and vapor compression cycle is what here no? Main comparison is in vapor compression cycle we have the mechanical, that means what, compressor. Mechanical work input it is there. Maintenance is more, leakage problem is more, but COP is very high. It is 2 to 4, more than 4 also sometimes here. No? But here in this case, no compressor, no mechanical movements, no leakage, no maintenance. Maintenance is very, very less compared to that. But COP is very less here, less than 2. COP is less than 2 here. So therefore, coefficient of performance of this is less. But if you take a tons of refrigeration, here we can make, that means what, more than 1000 tons here. More than 1000 tons of refrigeration. Huge quantity if you want to make cool, if you want to make ice factories and all. This vapor absorption cycle is used. But in case of the small purposes, domestic purpose and all, this is not suitable because it required a huge space. That's why it is used in case of the factories and all. But in case of the domestic purpose, vapor compression cycle is used. But less than 1000 tons of refrigeration is possible in case of the vapor compression cycle. So we have studied here now two important refrigeration cycle, that with the circuits we have studied, comparison also we have made, advantage and disadvantage also we have told. So please work out on these two matters. This is the only refrigeration and air conditioning. So still we are not taken that air conditioning system. In the next video we will take that air conditioning system. But you work out on this. Only theoretical sketches are there. So please work out on this. Thank you. Thank you very much.